Before the accident, she was just kind of that person that everyone wanted to be friends with because she just had that easygoing spirit about her. And now she's just still amazing, but she's different. She's changed.
Caitlin Little is desperately trying to run toward her past.
Running is something that I have from before the accident that I can still hold on to. So I want to just keep doing it.
But no matter how fast she goes, she never seems to get where she wants to be.
Look good, Caitlin.
All the doctors told them it would take just a few weeks for Caitlin to heal, so she spent the days right after the accident with their good friends, the Woods, who homeschooled their daughter, Hannah.
I'd teach her the same game 4 or 5 times a day when it was really, really bad. And she'd beat me every time.
The irony of the fact that Caitlin can no longer remember.
It's hard to watch the change.
Is that she was the girl who always did.
She was outgoing. Like, she was that person that would remember a specific event coming up in your life that was important to you, and she would text you the day of it and wish you good luck.
Caitlin's room is filled with the ribbons that she won showing horses, the plaque for her award as cross-country Rookie of the Year at Southeast High, and each night, Caitlin shares that bedroom with Sarah, whose role has changed since the accident.
That's one thing I've noticed. I'm a bigger part of the family. I'm like the second mom, which I don't mind doing. But they really focus on Caitlin, and I'll be, making the dinner for everybody else or getting them to practice or whatever else they need.
Since their bond began long before the accident, it's something that isn't likely to fade.
She puts up with my mood swings, which I couldn't ask for more.
You can see it as they talk at school.
Sure.
Every time Sarah walks away, Caitlin is sure to tell her,
"Love you." She never answers me. It's okay.
It is one thing Caitlin will not forget.
I'll make sure I tell her I love her every day. Don't worry.
And she doesn't have to hear it to know.
But it's okay.
It's there.
She says it in her heart.
On it, man. What's for dinner, Caitlin?
Something as routine as dinner can be an adventure for Caitlin. Because when your memory lasts less than a day,
I like cayenne.
Your life, to a degree, becomes a story. One you read about each morning in your journal.
It started one day at a cross-country practice.
Or watch on TV.
October 12, 2017.
As she watches one of our stories on how she got to where she is, you can see not just a bewildered concentration, but devastation behind those eyes as she hears her mother say in one episode,
Never in my wildest dreams did I think letting my child run would cost her pretty much her life, and that's what it has done.
Ready, set, go!
Until she returns to a regular school schedule, which doesn't seem likely anytime soon, she can't do those other things she loves, like running.
Look good, Caitlin.
She can't do any of those things that make her a 16-year-old.
No pressure.
Like spending significant time with classmates, teammates, like Will Earnhardt.
He would like her to be a girlfriend. However, it's almost impossible to do because she forgets every day. She just thinks he's a friend like everybody else that's out here. But he did take her to the prom last year.
And Caitlin was beaming that day. But these photos are the only way that she knows that now. Prom was after the accident. She doesn't remember going.
And then what happened?
That makes things difficult for her date that night. Will.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but...
They have a relationship as much as they can.
He texts me good morning every day, or it just makes my morning better.
But these texts...
No, he tells me night every night, too. And she's the only one who does that.
are about as far as things can go.
Finding new things to talk about is hard. Because we can have a conversation 5 times and it'll be new to her every time.
It is life without depth.
For everybody else, they get to graduate, get the car, go to prom and remember it. And I want her to experience that stuff. I want her to be happy. But it's not the same if you don't remember it.
And it is a life that leads Jennifer to what you might call driveway moments.
The only quiet time to really let out emotions is in the driveway, in the van,
when no one knows you're home yet, and it becomes an overwhelming sense of emotion, and you let that go, and then you walk through the door and you start all over again.
Starting all over again is what Caitlin hopes to do one day.
Time doesn't stop. I mean, life keeps going, so you should too.
But if Caitlin is looking for a promise of sunshine on the horizon,
I don't think anybody can, but what's life without hope?
There may still be a lot of dark clouds to endure before that comes.
The thought that this may be life, this might be it, is inconceivable. I just keep thinking, the thought that you are here filming us seems surreal. And I've lived this now 15 months, 24 hours a day, nonstop thinking about it. And I just still cannot believe this is our family. So she started reading her anatomy book again.
With what we know about Caitlin's condition,
I'm trying to find out where I was.
this schoolwork may appear to be an exercise in futility.
I love learning about anatomy and how to take care of it, I guess.
But not for Caitlin herself.
And she said, I have to make sure I'm getting smarter every day. And from there, the child started doing 2 and 3 hours of building these detailed notes and diagrams and color coding anatomy.
Yeah, I do lots of different colors.
Caitlin has always worked at things that were important to her. Now, that may actually be a problem.
When you don't have a memory and you have no frame of time, she doesn't know how to pace herself.
And there is a vital reality here. No matter how hard she studies.
Probably just coming from the center of the brain where the hypothalamus is, because that controls your temperature regulation, hunger, thirst.
This
and
inevitably happens.
What was I talking about?
Because she was so far ahead in school before her injury, Caitlin is on schedule to graduate from Southeast Guilford High School this spring. So she's graduating from high school.
She is.
But she's not going to college.
No college. Not at this time.
There's no cramming for an exam. There's no remembering classes. There's no registering.
Now, she has the IQ. She has the ability
her intelligence
to do
is intact.
It's who would want to work with that and make that possible. Oh, girls.
Tonight,
Very excited, Kate?
the impossible is happening.
Oh, gosh.
Caitlin is graduating.
I saw you at practice. I was going to say hello. You look great.
For Caitlin, it's a blend of the unrecognizable
Kate, do you know some of these people?
with the memories that she still has from before her accident during her freshman year at Southeast Guilford High School.
She didn't go to middle school with us. She went to elementary school, but not middle school. Why are there so many lines?
Caitlin lines up with all her classmates,
Oh, okay.
but she can't be part of this ceremony
My knees, my knees, my knees.
the way they all can.
Okay, I'm gonna twiddle it, twiddle it, twiddle it, fiddle it.
She enters with her class, but sits off to the side with her sister,
Our class size is always this big.
who is there for comfort and guidance.
Everybody keeps saying, oh, but she got 2, at least she got this, at least she got... Is that what you want for your child, is at least? Is that really the limits you set on them?
All of that for nothing.
Jennifer and Chris put no limits on Caitlin after the accident.
Okay, so we'll go back and look at that one.
One of her teachers, Chris Cook, became her in-home tutor for all subjects.
I got to see a student have the tenacity to grind this out on a daily basis.
And over 3.5 years, he says Caitlin's work was as good as anyone in her class.
What she did was much more difficult than what a normal student does on a daily basis. She had to create a whole new system of being able to take what was happening at point A and connect it to point B.
He employed techniques like using the characters from Winnie the Pooh, Tigger for example.
He was very energetic, high-strung. He had difficulty concentrating.
As fun ways to learn about psychological archetypes.
What did you write over here in my opinion?
In my opinion, I believe Tigger has ADHD because he does not focus well, makes careless mistakes.
Your assessment is spot on.
How much, though, of what you've gone over the last 3 years is still there?
And let's do the transverse. If I go to ask you to do Algebra 1 right now or Algebra 2 right now, what would be your ability to do it? a lot of it dissipates for all of us. Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much.
So, though her window of retention may be shorter,
please prepare yourself for the issuance of your diplomas.
Caitlin truly did what was required to hear her name called.
Caitlin Grace Little.
Grab this.
The only person with some doubt is the young lady who can't remember all the work she did to get here.
I have no emotional attachment to it, if I'm being honest, because I know I didn't do enough to earn the diploma.
She earned it more than anybody, and she cannot sense it.
But the question lingers about what's next.
In the last month or two, I can't tell you how many people have approached us and said, so where's she going to go to school?
I've said this, and I believe this in the bottom of my heart. There is somebody out there that has the key to this box. They know the answer to this question. The two have just not met yet.
In the meantime,
Very proud of you, Caitlin. Very proud of you.
they're thankful for the moment.
That's right. It's been quite a journey, and it's still going.
And they pray their early and lonely exits are soon a thing of the past.
Yeah, medical reasons.
She's only a couple minutes off.
You see that time? Look at the time. Her goal was 27.
And with the clock ticking,
That's somebody for you to meet.
you just have to hope
Who's this fella?
for a miracle. Does it feel that way?
It really does.
It does feel like a miracle.